Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah.
100 are coming. 200.
Aloha, friends and race fans. Welcome back to Obsidian Mountain Raceway, home to Griffin's DIECAST Motorsports and your Team Mixer Challenge. Now, before we get to the team matchups and starting groups, I want to take a few minutes and thank you all very much for your support, the views, the comments, all helping to grow this channel to 200 subscribers. Yes, thank you very much. I so much appreciate all of you and all that support. And I hope the growth continues as I strive to improve the quality of the venue and the events that I'm going to be broadcasting for your viewing. The 200 subscriber milestone just happens to coincide with this event, as I had already planned sneaking in a prize for the first place in this competition. But now, since you grew this channel to 200 subscribers, I grew the prizes. There are going to be prizes for the top two teams, and I'm doubling the first place prize. So each team member of the first place team will receive this Nissan Skyline GTR R32, the Godzilla car. In addition, they will also get a 2020 Honda E. And each second place team member will receive this 95 Nissan Hardbody D21. Mahalo e Aloha, with very much appreciation. I thank you. And I want to apologize that the team mixer is taking a while to get started. There was a lot more templates and prep to this than I first anticipated, but it is on its way. This broadcast will be your teammate intros and the first round groupings. I did do the time trials. I recorded them, but nothing exciting went down. Every driver made a clean run and is set into positions accordingly. So to save time, those trials won't be broadcast. Now let's get to the Team Mixer Challenge and meet your teammates and remind everyone of those rules. 48 drivers are going to take on the most unforgiving mountain in the 24-team mix and match race to be the Team Mixer Challenge champions. Drivers were assigned numbers 1 through 48 and randomly paired to form our 24 teams. Let's see how that worked out for everyone. Oh, and I had a little fun and I gave each team a name. Team 1, we have Cyrano Buckminster in a Subaru WXR STI, and he came all the way from Indiana, USA to the island for this race. His teammate is Sidekick Sandy from Team Rick's DIECAST Racing, coming from Kansas, and she's also driving a Subaru WXR STI. And they are the Sonic Subarus. Team 2, we have Lightman driving a 2016 Honda Civic Type R from Team Northern Lights DIECAST Racing from the USA, and his teammate is D-Man driving a 90 Acura NSX from Team Beaver Works DIECAST Racing in the Great White North there in Canada, and they are your Northern All-Stars. Team number 3 is Tane driving a Honda S2000 coming to you from Indiana DIECAST Racing in Indiana, and his teammate is End Count driving a Nissan Silvia S14 Drift from Chase Family Racing out of Massachusetts, and they are the Speed Reavers. Team 4 is Little C driving a Datsun Fairlady from Team Lords Racing League out of East Tennessee, and he's teamed up with Bay City Darrell from Bay City DIECAST Racing on the West Coast there in California, and he's driving a Honda Civic EF, and they are your east-west connection. Team number 5 is Bolo Brown, driving a Nissan Leaf Nismo RCO2 from Team Miniature Car Racing, and he's teamed up with Father of 4, driving a 2016 Honda Civic Type R, racing for DIECAST Daddy out of Maryland, USA, and they are the Drift Kings. Team number 6, we have Dirty D, driving an 82 Nissan Skyline R30, driving for Team Don't Diecast out of New York, and she's teamed up with Wes Cosin, driving an Acura NSX from Team Miniature Car Racing out of Los Angeles, and they are your Outlaw Jammers. Team number 7 is Driver K in a 70 Toyota Celica, the number 22, driving for the Legion of Doom Diecast Racing League out of Illinois. He's teamed up with Chelly from I Shoot Diecast, driving a Honda CRX, and Chelly's all the way over in France, and they are Team Maximum Effort. Team number 8, we have Driver J from the Legion of Doom Diecast Racing League in a Nissan Z Proto, all the way from Illinois, and he's teamed up with Kane Stewart from Integrated Racing Sciences, driving a 2015 Mazda MX-5 Miata, and they are the Agency. Team number 9, V. McVager, driving a Mazda RX-3 for Team Diecast Dragor out of Scotland, and he's teamed up with Whole Shop from Don't Blink Diecast, driving a Mazda RX-7 from Cumberland Furnace Speedway, and they are Speed Equals Drug, and all us race fans and drivers understand that need for speed. Team 10, we have Shreddy in a custom 2001 Acura Integra GSR from Team Don't Diecast out of New York, and his teammate is Lily the Dog, driving a 98 Honda Prelude for Team Lily's Boneyard out of Buffalo, New York, and they are the Roadrunners. Team number 11, we have Grateful Sam in a 70 Toyota Celica for Team N10T ADR, and he's teamed up with Matthew Harding, driving a Subaru WRX STI, driving for Team WCDC, and they are the Rubber Burners. Team number 12, we have Castanets in a Mazda 787B, driving for LK Racing from over there in Spain, and he's teamed up with McLeod, driving a Nissan Leaf Nismo RCO2 from Caledonia Racing Team all the way over there in Scotland, and they are the Highlanders. Team 13, we have Terranos in a Nissan Skyline from Team Azerothian Racing League, and he's teamed up with Big Daddy Craig, driving a 2018 Honda Civic Type R from Team Hot Wheels Boys out of New Zealand. They are the Fear Factor. Team 14, we have Big C in a Toyota AE86 Sprinter Truno from Lord's Racing League out of East Tennessee. He's teamed up with Winthrop Mahoney, driving a Honda Civic SI from Elevation Diecast Racing up there in Loveland, Colorado, and they are your NOS bosses. Team 15, we have Numbskull in an LB Silhouette Works GT Nissan 35 GT-RR version 2, and Breathe. Numbskull is driving for Numbskull Racing out of Michigan, and he's teamed up with Sonny Valicenti, hope I pronounced that right, from Skyway Diecast Racing out of California. Sonny's driving a Nissan R390 GT1, and they are the Thunderstrike. Team 16, we have Wally Champ in a 90 Acura NSX from Team New Jersey Drive Racing. He's teamed up with Puff in a Datsun 240Z, Puff driving for Puff's Racing out of Massachusetts, and they are the East Coast Rockers. Team 17, we have Mad Dog Earl in a Mazda Miata MX-5, driving for Quantum Diecast out of the City of Smiles. He's teamed up with world famous Bubba in a 70 Toyota Celica, and together they are Magnum Force. Team 18, we have Racing Racing Rick from Rick's DIECAST Racing, driving a Nissan Leaf Nismo RC02, coming from Kansas to the island. And he's teamed up with the V-Man from Team Norman Vern Racing. V-Man's driving the Nissan R390 GT1, and he's coming to the island from Canada. Together, they are Go On Red. Team 19, we have Uncle Alan in an 82 Nissan Skyline R30. From the Singing Drivers, he's teamed up with Andy from Zelda Diecast Racing. Andy's driving a Honda Civic Custom, and he's coming all the way over from Indonesia. Together, these two are Rolling Thunder. Team 20, we have Momek from MN Diecast, driving a Mitsubishi 3000 GT. Momek's teamed up with Papa Pugsley from Manchild Motorsports, driving a 2017 Acura NSX, coming to us from Iowa, and together these two are your Storm Runners. Team 21, we have Po Boy from Po Boy Racing in an 89 Mazda Savannah RX-7, coming to us from South Georgia. He's teamed up with Jim Leschenring from QC Racing, driving a Nissan Skyline out of Moline, Illinois. Together, these two are the Street Sharks. Team 22, we have Papa Decal, driving a Subaru WRX STI. Papa Decal, racing for Pigpen Racing out of East Tennessee. Teamed up with Sean Matthew of Sean Matthew Racing, driving a Honda Civic Custom, all the way from Indonesia. Together, you have Team Radio Flyers. Team 23, we have Rube in a Mitsubishi Eclipse from Team MV Cubed Racing out of Idaho. He's teamed up with Dee McAsh from Diecast Dragger over in Scotland, who's driving a Nissan Leaf Nismo RC02. Together, these two make up the Rogue Force. And our final team, last and definitely not least, is Cut Rocker, driving a Mazda Savannah RX-7 for Team Cut Rocker. He's teamed up with Big Mike from NZ Racing in a Toyota AE86 Sprinter Truno, coming to us from New Zealand, and together it's all Z and done. And there are your teammates. Good luck to everyone. Now let's have a look at how they grouped up. Group 1, we have Whole Shot, Sean Matthew, Rube, Big Mike, Big C, and Tane, who set the fastest qualifying time at 5.25 seconds, but he did tie with a driver from Group 8. Group 2 is going to be Kane Stewart, West Coast and Chelly, Cut Rocker, Lily the Dog, and V-Man. Group 3, we have Puff with Wally Champ, Dee McAsh, End Count, V McVager, and Dirty D. Group 4 is going to bring us Cyrano Buckminster, Papa Decal, Lil C, Jim Leschenring, World Famous Bubba, and Bolo Brown. Group number 5 is going to be made up of Momek, McLeod, Castanets, Sonny, Father of 4, and Uncle Alan. Group number 6, we're going to have Racing Rick, Andy, D-Man, Big Daddy Craig, Grateful Sam, and Po Boy. Group number 7 is going to be Driver K, Matthew Harding, Lightman, Numbskull, Driver J, and Bay City Daryl. And our last group, group number 8, is going to be Winthrop Mahoney, Shreddy, Papa Pugsley, Sidekick Sandy, Mad Dog Earl, and our other top qualifier, Terranos, with that 5.25, tying the fastest time with Tane from Group 1. I didn't put everybody's time on here. It really doesn't matter when it comes to this mountain. Very unforgiving raceway here, and it's not always speed that gets you down to that finish line first. Now for the rules portion, and I will go over these again when we begin the first round of racing. But real quickly, I just want to remind you, the cars have been divided into 8 groups. There's 6 cars per group, and they're going to race in 6 laps for 6 rounds to the the conclusion of this event. Qualifying times have been determined and starting positions have been set for that first heat. Each lap following that first heat, the cars will take the position they finish in the previous lap. All drivers will be randomly rotated into new groups after each round. The team that accumulates the most points at the end of round 6 will be your Obsidian Mountain Team Mixer champions. And again, that warning, any car coming completely off of the raceway and not on its tires will be penalized by having to sit out the following round in the garage for repairs. Don't crash. Keep your roof to the sun. If you crash on the raceway, your car will go to the back of the starting grid. If you come off the track but your tires are still on the ground, your car will go to the back of the starting grid. There you have it. That's a wrap for this broadcast. Say hello to your teammates and get ready. Aloha e mahalo. Again, thank you all for helping this channel grow to 200 subscribers. Keep helping me grow because I got more giveaways already planned. 300 subscribers, somebody's gonna get something. 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, you know how it goes. We'll just keep growing the channel, and I hope you keep enjoying the races here at Obsidian Mountain Raceway and Griffin Soul DIECAST Motorsports. Aloha.